Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the best damn movie show on the internet. It's Saturday, and you know what that means. It means Geeks of the Roundtable. We're back. We took a week off. I was out for the weekend. Zach himself couldn't do it, so we wouldn't have had a show anyways. But thank you so much for joining us, wherever you're joining us from. My name is Ren Geekness, and of course, I'm not alone with my co-host, as always, Zach Pope. How are you doing today, Zach?
Man, I'm excited. We're talking movies today, man. A lot of shit.
Talking movies.
A lot of shit. I know we were gone last week, so we have a lot of movie topics to talk about today. So everyone needs to everyone needs to chill out. We're just talking movies. Everyone leave us alone.
Talking movies, TV shows, and now we do our weekly ranks as well. But before we do our weekly ranks, and we'll just do this week. No need to go back to last week and jog the memory. But Zach, we need to address something off the top because, as per usual on the internet, people are being assholes. And I don't mean just some unknown trolls. I mean someone you actually might know. I mean someone you actually might have seen on your TV screens or movie screens. John Barrowman, most famously known for playing Captain Jack Harkness in the Doctor Who show in Torchwood, and known for playing Malcolm Merlyn in the early series of Arrow. I mean, he played them in later seasons too, but he wasn't really the same character. He turned into a good guy, but then he was actually not really a good guy, but then, yeah, he was a good guy. He went to see Old, because it is out. I
opened up Twitter and saw this.
It is out in the UK, or I'm not sure if he lives in the UK, but I think he does. And he put up a post saying he didn't like the movie, which is perfectly fine. Let me just say that off the top. If you don't like a movie, it's your right. Yep. What is showing his true colors is, and get ready for this because there's layers, guys. The video is on his Twitter. You can go check it out at John Barrowman MBE. I think that's his name.
I'd probably go watch it. Definitely try and watch it soon because I wouldn't be surprised if he's like, he probably takes it down.
No. Oh, I would be surprised, Zach, and I'll tell you why in a sec. Really? So he uploads this video. He tags M. Night Shyamalan. He tags Universal Pictures. He hashtags Old. He hashtags Fan Family, which is what he calls his fans. And he trashes the movie in a caption. Not only that, he trashes the movie completely with the happiest smile on his face, like he's having the most fun ever. Because it was shit and all that. And apparently, he went and asked for his money back. And got it. Here's why I have a problem with that. This dude is an actor. He works in the same industry as M. Night Shyamalan himself. He works in movies. He knows how hard they are to make. He knows actors like him were involved in that film. He knows how hard it is. This dude has a good life. I'm sure he gets paid a wonderful amount of money for what he does. And look, he's an asshole apparently, but he is talented. So kudos to him. I guess he deserves it.
Can I be honest?
However, I've
never heard of this fucking guy in my life.
Yes, you have. You watched Arrow. You know who he is.
Which one?
Arrow, the show, the TV show. He's Malcolm Merlyn.
Oh!
Yeah.
Well, fuck
yes.
him. Fuck him.
Exactly. So this dude has, for the sake of argument, he should have about a 7-figure net worth. And yet he goes to ask for his money back to the industry which he works for, in which he's supposed to support it, the industry that has been suffering for the past year and a half to immeasurable odds. He goes and asks for his money back just because he didn't like a movie. What the fuck is the cinema have to do with that? Whichever cinema you watch the movie at, John Barrowman, you're a fucking asshole, not only for asking your money back, trashing the movie directly to the director's face, tagging everyone you can to notice that. And here's the thing, Zach. Apparently, the video was taken down. He says it in his caption. If you go right now to look at Twitter, he says it. Oh my god, for some reason the video has been deleted. This is the 4th time I'm uploading. Just so you guys don't miss it, here's M. Night Shyamalan, Old, I saw it, I asked for my money back, blah, 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 blah. John Barrowman, you lost my respect. You're a classless, disgraceful idiot, and I don't want anything to do with you ever again. I don't want to see you in any projects I might support in the future. So that's my say. Zach, anything to add?
Why you gotta be a dick?
Yeah.
Like or dislike a movie, this is my thing. Like or dislike a movie, if you are in that industry, you should just shut the fuck up. Like, that's my opinion. Like, if this was a normal, general going audience member who went and saw Old, fine. You know what I mean? Fine. Fine. You want to post a video about your complaint? That's fine. People do it on the internet all the time. But when you are literally making millions of dollars from the same industry, and what the fuck did M. Night Shyamalan do to you? Did he fucking yell at you? Did he? No. He made a fucking movie. This is something I expect from, like, the fucking assholes who shit on Masters of the Universe right now.
Or anything, for that matter.
Yeah. And honestly, sorry, John Bowerman. I hope you never fucking work again. Because, honestly, without Arrow, I want to know who the fuck you are. I'm being serious. I don't watch Doctor Who. And honestly, you're an ugly motherfucker.
I only feel sorry for his husband, who's sitting right next to him, and he keeps putting the camera on his face. And his husband is, I don't know if it's husband or they're just partners, boyfriend. I don't know if they're actually married. I don't know. But his partner is right next to him. He keeps shoving the phone on his face, and his partner is clearly very uncomfortable. And it might just be him. Like, trash the movie, go home, have a glass of wine, sit on the couch, and laugh at the movie all you want. Don't directly go after the director, the studio. Don't directly tag him if you're going to trash a movie. I trash movies all the time. I don't tag the director and studio just so they see that I freaking hated their movie. Nor do I keep uploading a video if it gets deleted.
Yeah. Also looking at his post, he goes, we get the metaphors, but we still got a refund. Here's my thing. If they got the metaphors, they didn't see the whole film. Like, this is my thing about Old. I'm not going to get into spoilers, but, like, I can, like, literally when I watch it, I'm like, you're either going to love it or hate this fucking movie. Like, that's just the fucking truth. I really
So it's a Shyamalan movie.
Yeah, and I'm a big Shyamalan fan. There's two movies of his that I fucking hate, and there's two of them. One of them, Ren, you can absolutely guess what it is. It's The Last Airbender.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yep. Fucking terrible. Never finished it in my life. Never will. People ask me to rank M. Night's movies. It's because I've never finished that movie, and I fucking refuse to. The second movie is After Earth. I hate that movie too. Boring, bland, and a piece of shit. That's just the truth. But I always like his unique ideas.
All right.
I'll always defend him as a director. And I watched it again last night, and my issues weren't as bad. And I've always noticed this. If it's a movie that I liked, but I had issues with, anytime I go back and see it again, usually my issues aren't as persistent. Sometimes, because my girlfriend, can't watch everything with me, so then I have to go fucking revisit something. And, sometimes it's movies I don't want to rewatch. That's why I made the nice choice to take her to Snake Eyes, because not seeing that again.
Yikes.
Tell you that right fucking now. Not seeing that again.
Yikes.
Definitely not seeing that again. But yeah, fuck him. I'm tweeting at him right now.
You go do it. All right, guys. We got a bunch of topics today, more than usual, because we got to cover a few things from last week. But we'll try to make it fast so we can have the 1 hour for the topics, the 1 hour for your live questions. And if you want to ask your live question, you can just type it up in the live chat and discuss not only with us, but with the other people on there. Or if you want to guarantee your question is answered and is answered immediately, you can also support the channel while you do it by going through the tip link in the description or super chatting us if you want to, if you can. All right, let's do this. As for our first main topic, last week, the Emmy nominations came out, and WandaVision racked up a total of 23 nominations. But this is not actually the news to me. It's amazing. They deserve it. I'm super happy. The news to me is that the MCU finally grabbed its first acting nomination. So the forbidden door is opened. We've stepped through it. We've opened the MCU. Kevin Feige has opened the doors, and we will not be disregarded anymore. I'm So happy for this. So well deserved. I don't think Elizabeth Olsen is actually going to win. I would be very happy if she does. I just don't think she will. This is amazing. It's historical. In 50 years, 20 years, when they do the documentary about the boom of the MCU, we're going to discuss this point in detail. I cannot wait to see that. Zach, how do you feel about the number of nominations WandaVision got and Elizabeth Olsen stacking up an Emmy nomination for her role as Wanda Maximoff?
I actually think she'll win. Honestly, I know there's a lot of strong performances in there, but they are pushing that damn show. They are pushing it so heavily. So I wouldn't be surprised if she does. And there. Shout out to her, Paul Bettany, Matt Shakman got a nomination. I mean, it got a ton of nominations. Plus Don Cheadle for like his 2 minutes of screen time, man. Reality, that should have been Carl Lumbly. Just saying.
100%.
That should have been Carl Lumbly. And this is probably what happened. The voters probably watched the first episode and that's it. That's just the truth. So, congrats to WandaVision. I don't think it wins like best drama, but I really think Olsen has a huge chance of winning it. I mean,
I don't think she's a dark horse. Don't get me wrong. I just think Anya Taylor-Joy for Queen's Gambit, man. She's there. I
never saw it,
dude. You're missing out.
I know.
You're missing out.
I know.
So hard.
Dude, I'm so behind on fucking TV. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. My Hero, don't even get me started. I'm like 12.
I just saw the latest episode.
I need to watch them. But I'm going to be happy because then I get to binge it again. So I'm not going to complain.
That's true. Yeah. So what's your verdict on these nominations?
I'm knighting it. I honestly, I watched this and there was nothing that really stuck out to me where I was like, that should have been there. And I don't think Loki was allowed yet because Loki was
it wasn't.
So that's fine. It wasn't.
Yeah, it ended the week of the nomination, so it couldn't have been allowed.
Okay, which that's fine with me because like Loki, I mean, I'm glad it's not in there because I don't think it still would have been. I think WandaVision would have gotten in over it. They would have only allowed one. I mean, that's just the truth. So I'm happy for next year that Loki has that potential to hopefully get nominated, depending on how Miss Marvel, Hawkeye, She-Hulk, whatever else comes out before the next Emmy nominations. But yeah, dude, this is exciting. And So yeah. Also, I didn't bring this up with you before we start. You know how we're doing our rankings and stuff, like for what we have. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I have a new idea I want to do called Rumor of the Week, where I talk about whether it's a rumor I heard or it's a rumor I saw on the internet that's not true, like not confirmed yet, but I think it'd be cool to talk about. What do you think? That's a good idea. We just gotta be careful now, and we're not gonna go into details because now we get access to quite a few rumors. Mm-hmm. So there are a few we know we can't discuss at all. Ones that I know are 100% real. I'm not gonna talk about those. I'm not gonna talk about those. That's just the truth. I'm not gonna talk about those. But rumors that could 50-50, like we have no knowledge about. Those are the ones I want to talk about. All right, that sounds good. Do you have one now? Do you want to start now or next week? Okay. It's the release date for Obi-Wan is fascinating to me. So the rumor right now is Obi-Wan is rumored to release in spring of 2022, and Andor will be after that. Is that weird to you? What do you think? The only weird thing about it is that Andor would come after. Besides that, there's nothing really odd about it, for me at least. Mm-hmm. I find it weird just because Andor's been shooting forever. I know it's a longer show. I know it's like almost 16 episodes, I think. So it's interesting to me. Plus, I guess let's address also the other rumor. What's his face? Thrawn, man. Oh yeah, Lars Mikkelsen cast as the live-action Thrawn. I'm happy, dude. I'm happy. Yeah, that's super cool. I am too. That's perfect casting again. I mean, for sure. Are you surprised that they're going this way? No, actually, because it's not the first time it happened. It's not the first time it happened in Star Wars. So I expected a new actor,
but I wasn't really shocked when I heard this. I was more like happily, I would say surprised, but not shocked.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm happy to. Bring it
All
on.
right, Zach. Before you start us on the second topic, let's do the weekly ranking, which I forgot to do. So this week I watched quite a few things. I can talk about them all. I can talk about them all. No, I can't. I mean, I can tell you, and you guys know this, that I watched Jungle Cruise. I'm not going to rank it because all I can say are my initial thoughts, which are on Twitter.
What can't you say?
I can't rank Jungle Cruise. Yeah.
Okay.
So this week I am going to rank in last place Snake Eyes the movie. You heard that right. It's as bad as you've heard about it. And right on top of that, we got The Bad Batch, which also really sucked this week. I could barely pay attention. That's how bad it was.
Don't even get me started. I almost stopped watching. I literally sat there and I'm like, you have 3 episodes left. You have 3 episodes left. And this is the episode we get right now. Dude, I almost stopped reviewing it that night.
Jesus.
I was this close. I was dozing off. I was sitting there. I'm like, if you watch my review, I literally sat there. I'm like, what is there to talk about?
Nothing. Nothing of matter happened. All right. Right on top of The Bad Batch, I'm going to rank Jolt, the new Amazon Prime movie with Kate Beckinsale. Perfectly watchable. I was kind of disappointed because the end kind of deconstructs that whole film and takes a lot of tension and whatever qualities were in that story away. On top of that, I'm going to go with Joe Bell. Really solid movie. I wish it could have been a little longer. And I think a certain reveal in that film, which they do give away in the trailers, but I didn't watch the trailers. I think it's a really inventive form of storytelling, but it does take away a few things that happen up until that reveal in the film. On top of that, the 2 episodes of Shaman King. Now, one of these episodes is from last week, but I didn't watch last week. I watched them back to back, and I reviewed both in a single video. Really 2 solid episodes that do really go well together. They're basically a continuation from one story to the next. Really, I had a really good time with these 2 episodes. And now there's a big gap because Snake Eyes and Bad Batch are trash. Jolt is alright. Joe Bell is solid. Then Shaman King is good, like very good. And now there's a jump because these 2 things coming up next are really fucking great. Second place, and it's really close, I'm going with part 1 of Masters of the Universe Revelation. What a fantastic show. Great story, beautiful animation, the best 2D animation Netflix has ever had on an original show. It's just fucking brilliant. Best score of the year by Bear McCreary on anything that I've seen, movies or TV.
He's awesome. I met him in person.
He's awesome.
Comic-Con. He's great.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. And first place, I'm going with 9 Days, which this guy next to me has been talking about for like a year and a half ever since he saw it on Sundance 2020. Finally saw it, lived up to the hype, and it's one of those movies that really sticks with you. And a really nice companion.
The score is great.
The score, I was very indifferent to it because I liked the score. I didn't like it in the movie. If you know what I mean. It just felt odd, yeah. I mean, I like some of the pieces, but as a whole, there are some pieces that I was like, I wish this didn't have a score or it was something different. Mm-hmm. Something along the lines of how it builds up in the ending.
Man, fucking M'Baku himself, man.
Winston Duke, best performance of his life.
The director talked about why he made that movie, and it was because someone in his family committed suicide.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, dude, he comes out after everyone's bawling their eyes out, and he tells the story, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, man.
Yeah. He's a Brazilian Japanese, which is a combination I've never seen, which is really cool, I think. But yeah, I can't wait to see what else this dude does in the future, because this is one of the best directorial debuts I've seen in a while.
I agree.
Probably, yeah, because Quiet Place wasn't John Krasinski's directorial debut, so I don't really know off the top of my head, but this is
probably Get
this
Out.
is very, it's better than Get Out, like
No, I know, I
immensely
agree,
better
but
than
you
Get
know what
Out.
I mean. Like, probably Get Out was
Oh
like
yeah, yeah,
really big
yeah.
directorial.
I'll agree with that. At least while I don't remember any other, but yeah, that's my weekly ranking. How about you, Zach?
Oh, there's one that just Pig. Pig was a great
Oh,
directorial debut too.
yeah, it was.
So
Did we? No, but that was from. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I was mixing up your question. I understood your question.
Jesus
Wrong.
Christ. So let's start it out. I never thought something would be worse than Snake Eyes, but Bad Batch was not great. This was probably one of the worst Star Wars animated shows episodes I've ever watched. It was boring. It was lackluster.
Yeah.
And I've liked the show, but that episode, terrible. That was god awful. Sure, there was fun moments, but like again, when your story's almost done, that should not be a final episode. This is when you're building to that climax. So it just goes far to show to me that this show should have been 10 episodes or 8. Next after that is Snake Eyes. God awful as well. The more and more I think about it, the more disappointing it was. When the action started, I felt like I was being punched in the face because I couldn't see a fucking thing.
Yeah.
The next thing, Joe Bell.
All right.
I dug it. I really liked this film. I think Mark Wahlberg's incredible in it. I wish I didn't know the trailer though. I wish I didn't see the trailer. Cause
I'm so glad I didn't watch it, dude.
yeah. I was pretty pissed about that. Next is Old. And I think a lot of you guys are misunderstanding this film. I love the themes. I love the messages in here. There is some god awful line delivery.
By the way, Zach, before we continue, some people might know, guys, I have not seen Old. It's not released here where I'm from. I'll be watching it on Monday. So just for today, no spoilers, please. No details at all.
Yeah, but a god awful line delivery at times. God awful script. Not script, but like the dialogue at times is pretty bad. I will say though, the second time I watched it last night didn't bother me as much because I was just more into
that's
it.
good.
But I do think this is a movie that you either really like or you don't. Which again is a Shyamalan movie. So I really dug it because of his passion and what the film has to say. I don't like some of the changes he did from the graphic novel overall. But I think just because thematically, I think it's stronger in the graphic novel, but it's still prevalent, and I understand why he made this movie. And I think for me, I left watching the movie contemplating life a little bit, like thinking like about time, and like that is the scariest thing, man. Growing old within like a fucking day. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's a scary concept. So I really like that. Next, Masters of the Universe Part 1 is fucking great. I have let's see how many dislikes I have on my video right now. 127 dislikes. It's amazing. So I love the show. If you're judging the show off one plot line that you heard and you didn't watch the rest of it, you're an idiot. I'm sorry. You're a fucking idiot. It's The Last of Us shit all over again. Sorry. You don't know. And also, Ren, I talked to someone who actually knows one of the animators for the show, and they said Part 2 is even better. They said,
yeah, I saw our friend Tessa's. She interviewed Kevin Smith, and Kevin Smith also said that. But again, of course, he's going to say that. Even if I thought the show was shit, of course he's going to say. Yeah. But he says that episode 6 specifically is the best episode out of the 10.
I can't wait because of especially the way it ends. But the animator said, "You haven't seen shit yet," and he said, "I'm mad because everyone's shitting on the show." And I think they're worried they're not going to get another season because Netflix might look at this and be like, which is terrible because honestly, and here's the thing, and I've always liked Masters of the Universe. This is the best Masters of the Universe has ever been. Sorry.
At least compared to the original show, because I can't remember shit about the 2002 show, but I remember it looks great.
Well, so like 2002 was a bunch of fun, but since this is a sequel to the original 80s show, I went back and tried watching some of the episodes, and they're fun. Do not get me wrong, but they're a fucking 80s show.
Yeah,
like
a lot, if not all of 80s show have not aged well.
Yeah, so and that's my thing. I think people need to chill the fuck out, man. It's a damn cartoon. It's a fucking cartoon.
And from what I've heard in the original show, He-Man and Skeletor never fought because they had those rules about violence on screen. Like,
oh, I can't even remember that. But
sorry, that's not a good show.
Yeah, if they didn't, I can't remember that. But yeah, no, dude.
Tessa told me because apparently she remembers them. Like, if the main villain and main hero don't fight, that's not good.
Yeah, but yeah, like the animators pretty much said, like next season. Yeah. Don't even like. It's amazing. I hope we get it this year.
Oh, we're getting it this year. I can tell you for sure we're getting it this year. Okay,
cool. And then my number one thing that I watched this week was the Dune official main trailer. Holy fucking shit! This thing's like.
Good answer. You know what? The best thing I watched this week, I forgot, was The Father, because it's still playing in cinemas. I took my best friend yesterday to watch it. I watched it in the cinemas again.
I just bought it on Blu-ray.
Still so good, man.
Hey, have you ever seen the movie? I think it's called Age of Innocence. Martin Scorsese.
No, I know. Oh, I was confusing it with another one. I know what it is. Still never watched it, but I know what it is.
I bought it yesterday.
I think Anthony Hopkins.
I've never heard of it in my life. I looked at it. Like, Daniel Day-Lewis, Martin Scorsese,
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, I was like, I'm definitely buying this because never seen this.
Yep.
So, yeah, but yeah, that's my week.
All right, Zach, why don't you take us into our second topic of today's show?
Guys, WandaVision's Matt Shakman is going to direct the next Star Trek film. Pine and the rest of the cast. Now, actually, Ren, this was not confirmed now. It
wasn't. Okay.
But now it's said to be an original thing. Who fucking knows what they're doing? Because this is like the fifth. This is like the fifth Star Trek movie in development with no movement. I don't believe this will happen. But Matt Shakman coming to direct a Star Trek movie, count me in. I'm all there for it. I know not all the big Star Trek fans love this last trilogy they did. I fucking love it. I ate up every single one of them. Beyond was beyond awesome. I loved that movie. I even like Into the Darkness. I thought that was fun too.
Into Darkness is the best one. Hot take.
Wow. Honestly, I don't blame you. Dude, the action's incredible in there. So
yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for this. I have nothing really more to say about this, so I'll just night it. It's a good choice.
I get slightly less excited because it's not a continuation, but nevertheless really excited, especially because of this director.
It could still be
exactly.
One, but you know what I mean? Exactly. Like for right now, from what I read, it wasn't. Like they updated it like a couple days later, I remember, and no one talked about it.
Yeah, because I remember when the news came out last week. And I sent you guys the tweet. I was like, holy shit, this is happening. And then the cast got back and I'm like, holy shit, I'm super hyped. Just slightly less hyped because we're not going to see the same characters. But Zach, it could be a new version of the Next Generation crew with Matt Shakman directing. This is awesome. What he did in WandaVision is amazing. I think he's an incredibly inventive filmmaker. And I think Star Trek right now is in really good hands with him at the helm. Whether we go with the Chris Pine crew or not, I'm excited. I'd be more invested because I already love these characters. I already know them, so that's natural. I'm still giving it a night as well. All right, let's go to our third topic and the funniest news of the week.
I'm so happy he said something.
In our third topic, ladies and gentlemen, remember when Vin Diesel opened his big stupid mouth to talk shit about The Rock, about some tough love? Well, The Rock, the greatest of all time to ever open his mouth and talk on a mic or otherwise, the great one, the jabroni beating pie eating trailblazing eyebrow raising, he talked back. He talked the truth, and he graciously buried Vin Diesel where he stood.
Which he knew he was going to.
Yeah, obviously. When asked about Vin Diesel's comments, Johnson says, I laughed and laughed hard. Same here. I think everyone had a laugh at that. Zach, did you have a laugh at that?
Oh, I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, I thought so too. And I'll leave it at that, he says. And that I've wished them well. I wish them well on Fast 9, and I wish them well the best of luck on Fast 10 and Fast 11. And the rest of the Fast Furious movies they do that will be without me. So this confirms he's not coming back to the main line of the franchise. Maybe a cameo, maybe he'll change his mind, but right now, as things, Hobbs is not going to be a big character,
You know,
main
he
character
read that, and
in the
if there was
franchise.
any deal to get him back, he's like, fuck that. you know, if there was any deal, and I'm going to tell you right now, I do not think we see another Hobbs and Shaw till these Fast and Furious movies are done.
Oh, I disagree.
Oh,
I disagree.
You want to make a fucking bet?
Yes.
I guarantee.
You don't want to let the hype die for Hobbs and Shaw. You want to strike while the iron's hot.
There's still no development on those movies. There's no development on a sequel
that we know of.
I don't know. I think they're just. I think the way that Universal's looking at it is like, let's just get Vin out. I think that's the thing. Finish 10 and 11, finish him out, and then move on to Hobbs and Shaw. And just
I think they just become their own different things. But Emily Blunt was being interviewed with him because this was a press tour for Jungle Cruise. She couldn't resist extending the comment, just thank God he was there at all to begin with. Even Emily Blunt is burning you, Diesel. She says of Diesel, thank God he carried you through that. Even she knows.
Wow.
So yeah.
I didn't know she said something. I didn't see that part.
She did. She was like, dude, kindly shut the fuck up. But she's British, so she's going to be very polite about it.
But she's very blunt about it. No pun intended.
She's very blunt about it. No, pun very much intended. Good one, Zach. Yeah. What else do you gotta say? Well, he's right. She's right. Vin Diesel, really fun guy. Seems like a cool dude to hang out with. But yeah, he should have just shut your trap. Stay in your place. Don't mess with a great one. Don't mess with a people's champion. Don't mess with the most electrifying man in entertainment, Vin Diesel. Zach, any thoughts on this?
I think so. When Vin did these comments a couple weeks back, I think we talked about them. We're like, Vin, just shut the fuck up. Like, tough love, dude. You guys both are not great actors, but I can definitely tell you The Rock is a better actor than you. And I love Vin Diesel. But like, dude, you play the same character in every movie. You play Dominic Toretto. You literally play Dominic Toretto. Last Witch Hunter, Riddick. You're playing him.
Riddick, I will defend. I will say Riddick is different, but your point is still supported. The Rock is a better
and
actor.
I love Vin Diesel, man. I love him. He's an entertaining actor. He looks like a fun guy to hang out with, get drunk with on some Coronas, and fucking do your thing.
Which is the best beer.
No. But
the best beer and the worst virus.
Well, you and my girlfriend can drink that. That's all she drinks. So you guys, when you fly out here, you guys can get drunk hogging Coronas.
Yeah. If I'm drinking beer, I'm drinking Corona. Outside of that, water for me.
Yeah, I feel that. I'm the same way. Someone asked me, they're like, what do you drink? Alcohol and water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly water.
Yeah, same. But here's the thing, like, also, like, The Rock, like, I laughed, and I laughed, and I laughed. And you know he did. You know he was on the Black Adam set in the suit, and someone comes up to him, they're like, did you see this? And he goes, ha, ha. Like, you know, which is going to be funny because he's playing Santa Claus in that fucking Amazon film, so I can't wait to hear his fucking ho, ho, ho laugh.
Yes.
Because it's going to be exactly the same goddamn laugh that he did when he read that news.
Yeah.
And the fact that Emily Blunt even said something, I didn't know that. That's fucking funny. I look at this and I'm like, just shut the fuck up. It's over.
Yeah.
This whole feud is done. Mm-hmm. Stop it before you.
And it's been won. It's been won. There's a clear winner in this field.
Who has more franchises under their belt? Arguably,
who is like
Vin Diesel's best film is the film that he's a fucking tree.
Yeah.
Well,
like even
Saving Private Ryan, but still, regardless, he's his second best film is a fucking tree.
But look, this feud started, and The Rock had to leave the franchise he was in, that he saved, by the way, Vin, and they gave him a spin-off of his own. So there was a clear winner already, because if Vin Diesel left, that's it. They wouldn't give him another Riddick movie.
Yeah, dude, exactly. Exactly. So that's my thing, man. I don't know.
Vin Diesel just humbly apologize and let's be there. I super knight these comments from The Rock because he was gracious about it and he clearly he has too much shit to worry about to hold any grudges.
The Rock, if he was a more petty guy and not a businessman, because he is a businessman first. He's an actor second, but he's a businessman first. He could have buried him even harder. He could have said, "What the fuck is he talking about? That ain't no tough love." He's they all know that he's not the best actor. The Rock would even probably tell you, I'm not the best actor in the world. Neither is Vin Diesel. But he didn't need to make those comments because he knew. You know what I mean?
True.
And again, Emily Blunt, he literally saved your franchise. Because I will tell you right now, if they would have gone the original route of doing Tommy Lee Jones in that fucking role, I will tell you right now, that movie would not be the same. That movie would not have
That movie would have been the last Fast movie.
I agree with you. So
yeah. All right, Zach, why don't you take us into our next topic?
Our Nina from In the Heights, man. She has been casted as a title hero for a DC film, Batgirl. Leslie Grace is officially our new Batgirl, and this is so exciting. Latinas be excited. We have a Supergirl Latina, and of course Leslie Grace now is a Latina Batgirl. Right now the rumor is what's the guy with the flamethrower? What's his name? Batman Comics, the
Firefly.
People. Yeah, he's rumored to be the villain right now. For the Batman movie.
Okay.
And right now the rumor is they are recasting Gordon. Don't love that. I kind of wish they would pick some continuity and just put her into it. Because now I'm like, are you gonna have another Batman then? Because that's like a big tie into her origin story. So I'm like,
it depends. Because would you want Jeffrey Wright? Would you want this to be in the Robert Pattinson the Batman universe?
I would weirdly want it more in the Michael Keaton one. Maybe.
Oh, the Michael Keaton one.
Or
I mean, even then, you still have to recast Gordon because the actor who played Gordon back then.
Which I'm fine with the casting. It's more of the Batman thing that I'm a little nervous about.
Okay.
We already have so many Batmans. Don't oversaturate this thing. And then the Superman news with Michael B. Jordan, and I don't think you put that in.
Oh yeah.
Michael B. Jordan's doing a show, and then of Cal-Vod, right? Cal-Vod, I think. Val-Zod, and then we're getting a Clark Kent, which that's now official now. It is a Clark Kent, African-American. That's gonna, God damn it, doing that movie review is gonna be fucking fun. I can already tell you that.
Whew. Yeah.
And that's when the racists will come out, Ren.
Yeah.
We already have the misogynistics, we have the racists next. So... fucking cool.
I can't wait. Yay. Yeah.
But Leslie Grace, definitely, I love this choice. She's going to absolutely kill it as Batgirl. And I said it when watching In the Heights. I walked down and I said, every single one of these four main stars, everyone in the movie should, but these four main stars all should blow the fuck up. Anthony Ramos is now getting Transformers. Leslie Grace is getting Batgirl. Where's Vanessa and Corey Hawkins going to get next?
Yeah, where's Melissa Barrera?
So, I really hope Corey Hawkins finally blows up after this movie. He's such a
dude.
He has a big role in. I can't remember. I think the Lady Macbeth movie that Denzel's in.
Oh,
and a lot of people.
Nice.
I think it's that movie. I could be wrong, but I was reading Oscar prospects. A guy predicts a year out, and he was predicting that this movie will be his nomination. He won't win, but he'll get a nomination.
That's good. I was never super excited for a Batgirl movie or show for that matter. Just for context, this is amazing casting. I love Leslie Grace. I think she, like you, I think I think everyone in The Heights was great. But out of those main four, it was the ladies that impressed me the most. Leslie Grace being one of those ladies. I'm so happy for this casting. She's so talented. I think she's going to give us an incredible Batgirl that, again, I wasn't super excited to start with, but I'm for sure going to watch that show or at least give it a chance. This is great, man. Not who I would have gone for, because I'm just more of a traditional guy. So if you ask me who would I cast as Batgirl, I'd probably go Caitlin Dever or Dever. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
But this is awesome. This is inspired casting. This opens a ton of story potential possibilities. So I'm super happy for this, and she gets a night from me. How about you, Zach?
Yeah, I agree. I'm all in for this. Great casting. I'm sad that it's only HBO Max though. Any big film like this, if you're gonna do a movie, put it in theaters. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's just the truth. So.
All right. For our next topic, I cannot say too much. I'm not sure if Zach wants to say a lot about it.
I can't say much either.
Okay. Then let's just make this quick. Michaela Coen from the show I May Destroy You, which I haven't seen, but now I'm going to because I have not seen her in anything, and I want to see what I think.
I haven't seen her in anything. I'm just excited because everyone else is excited, so I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah, I want to judge it for myself, so I want to check the show out to see whether I like this casting or not. She has been cast in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. She is not Storm from the X-Men. That's all I can say. Zach, do you want to add anything else?
I don't know who the fuck she's playing. I'll be honest though, I'm not gonna comment on it because it was a rumor going around, and I don't know if anything else came out about it. There's
probably don't comment on that rumor.
No, well, I don't know if it was anything. It was someone else I talked to.
Send me the rumor. Send me what you heard on the private chat, and I'll tell you. This is a very tension-filled topic, everybody. So please forgive us. Yes, that's why we cannot talk about it, Zach. Or I'm choosing it's better not to talk about it. Because that way we don't ruin anything for anyone. No, I didn't get that from there.
Okay.
But yeah, I can't knight or dungeon this topic again. I know of the actress. I've just never seen her in anything.
Okay, well, the fact that you heard that too makes me feel a little bit. Wow, they actually might do that. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't give a verdict on this topic. I'm going to send it away, and whenever and if ever I watch I May Destroy You, I'll get back to you guys on that. Zach, how about you? Do you feel comfortable knighting or dungeoning this?
Well, I'm going to be honest. I need to go. I'm going to knight it because I've heard so many amazing things about her. I need to go watch that right now.
Yeah.
Like, I need to, because if that's true, because if you heard that too.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how to feel about that, but.
Yeah, me neither.
Let's just say that's big casting. That's a big casting.
It's big. It's really big.
She would be awesome.
All right.
She would be awesome as Storm.
Yeah. True. All right, Zach. Why don't you take us into our... I don't know what the term in English. Our third to last topic. Why don't you take us there?
Guys, Marvel's Blade finally hit its director, and it's not Regina King. It is director Bassam Tariq, who directed Mowgli last year, which I did not see because it never came out.
Mogul.
Whatever. It looks like
Mowgli.
Looks like Mowgli to me. That's what I thought it was. Really? So what is it?
Mogul Mowgli. Yeah.
Mogul.
Yeah. I'm gonna type it in the private chat. But that's a much better title to me, Zach. Mowgli.
That's what I thought. Dude, I thought it was because every time I've read the title, it reminds me of Jungle Book. Every time.
Because it's the name of Mowgli from the Jungle Book.
Yeah. So I'm indifferent on this. I haven't seen anything he's done. But I'm just happy Blade is finally moving.
Yes.
And again, Marvel must have seen something. Seriously, I think there's only in the last 8 years, there's been one uninspiring director choice that I didn't love, and that was the Captain Marvel directors. That's just the truth. Even though I like their movies, when they got announced, I was like, really? Them for Captain Marvel? Oh, all right.
Okay.
So,
okay.
What about you? I know you don't.
You
didn't like this movie, so.
I'm indifferent to this decision. I didn't care too much for Mowgli, or Mowgli, because that's the better title. I'm going to call it that now. Not that it is a bad movie. I just thought it was overall fine. And overall, it's where you can see the direction. I thought Riz Ahmed's performance was great. I thought there was a good idea in there. There was some good foundations for the story, but it just didn't impress me in any regard apart from the main performance. However, this dude has a whole lot of other movies, which now that Kevin Feige, has seen something in him, I'm super interested in watching the rest of his filmography and get myself maybe more pumped up and maybe even less pumped up. Maybe I'll hate the rest of his filmography. I don't know. But now I'm curious to see it. Now I am. The word I want to use isn't willing. I was always willing. But now I'm kind of craving checking his performance out to see whatever Kevin Feige and whoever else found something in him. It's an interesting choice, an unexpected choice. But Zach, history has been telling us that the unexpected choices usually work out for the best. You guys know I'm not the biggest fan of Ragnarok, but when they got Taika Waititi for Ragnarok, which was the weirdest decision, and look, it's overall, despite me disagreeing, despite Zach disagreeing, it's the most popular Thor movie. So I'm throwing this one out. I'm sending it back and asking it to come back later when I check out more of Bassam's filmography. All right, Zach, I know it's out of order, but I actually want you to start us off on our main topic because I was curious to know your thoughts before it came out because I know until the trailer you weren't too excited about this movie. So why don't you do another one?
Yeah, so Ridley Scott's, he has 2 films coming out this year, guys, and the first trailer finally came out for The Last Duel, which is written and directed, it's written by Matt Damon and Ben Affleck and directed by Ridley Scott, which if you guys have followed us for a while, I'm not a big fan of Ridley Scott. A lot of his films are hit or miss for me. Don't get me wrong, Gladiator, fucking masterpiece. A couple other films of his, fucking amazing. But this guy is very hit or miss with me. Honestly, when I went to tell The Martian, I was shocked I loved it. Alien Covenant, loved it. Prometheus, loved it. But there are a lot of films in his filmography that I just look at and I'm like, whew, Original Alien, overrated. So, obviously, The Last Duel, when I heard he was going to direct it, and I have a very thing with him because the last film he did with Swords and Sandals was that fucking terrible Christian Bale movie. I can't.
Exodus, Gods and Kings.
That was terrible.
I like it.
It was terrible. Fucking boring. But The Last Duel, I've been excited for because it's Matt Damon, Ben Affleck script, all of them starring in it. Jodie Comer,
Adam Driver.
So I love this trailer. I was so excited when I saw it finally went up. I should have done a reaction because I really loved it. I will say Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Matt Damon has a mullet in medieval times.
Yeah,
God damn it.
It's a little weird, their makeup, but fuck, man. I love the story. And everything I've heard is that the book is amazing. That's what I've heard. And I've also heard that the script for this movie is really good. But again, good script don't mean shit if your direction ain't great. So I trust Ridley Scott to pull this off and hopefully give us something of Gladiator. Everything looks really good for this. I will say though, I do think his other movie I've heard what is it? Gucci?
House of Gucci.
House of Gucci. I've heard that script is fucking phenomenal. I've heard
also with Adam Driver.
Yeah, and I've also
Adam Driver's having a year, man. Adam Driver is having a year. Damn.
But I've heard that Lady Gaga in that movie will be probably the front runner for Oscars.
All right. Nice.
I've heard a lot of good things about House of Gucci. So I think this is going to be a good year for Ridley Scott. I think The Last Duel is going to be really fun, entertaining, and exhilarating. But I think House of Gucci is probably going to be his better film overall. But yeah, I love this trailer. Right. I love this trailer. And I'm hoping Ridley Scott's just like coming back to his prime. You know, he's in that older age sphere, man. So I'm hoping for a win from him. You know, I really want to come back and be like, you know, Ridley Scott, you convinced me.
I've been super excited for this film for a lot of the same reasons that you got excited. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck writing a script together. The last time they did that, they won an Oscar at the age of 22 or 21, I believe. Ridley Scott, I'm a big fan of usually. Not that I like all his movies, but I like most. like 8 out of 10 of his movies I like, 7 out of 10 maybe. A medieval film, it's my jam, starring one of my favorite actors working today, my doppelganger, Adam Driver, is in this film. You can feel the weight, the gravity of this story. You can feel the stakes throughout this trailer. It's so impeccably edited. The set and production designs are immaculate. I love the look of this. It's actually not going to be the score of the actual movie, but I love the scoring in this trailer. I wasn't too bothered by the look of Matt Damon. I love this look. It's weird to see a mullet, but it looks good. It looks fine. The one thing that weirded me out was Ben Affleck being blonde. Not that it is a bad dye job or a bad wig.
Behind the scenes sets and
no.
I knew he was blonde.
I did not.
Fun fact: that was supposed to be Adam Driver's character. So originally, when they made the script, Ben Affleck was supposed to play Adam Driver. Adam Driver was supposed to play that character. Scheduling conflicts happened. They switched roles.
Okay. I prefer that.
I think Ben Affleck. I do too, but I think Ben Affleck would have been really cool to see in like.
He would. I would actually, like, in a perfect world, just because we do see a lot of Matt Damon, we don't see now too much of Ben Affleck. I would even exchange the roles of Matt Damon and Ben Affleck and see Ben Affleck go against Adam Driver. So we have Batman versus Kylo Ren, which is awesome in itself. I love this trailer. I think there's a great story in this. There's a great look to it. I think it's going to surprise us. Maybe House of Gucci ends up being the better one. We don't have a trailer for them, so they're not on equal footing for me to compare. But right now, I'm beyond more excited for The Last Duel than I am for the House of Gucci. And I'm already excited for that one, don't get me wrong. But this trailer, and it wasn't even the best trailer of the week, and it's magnificent, so I'm giving it a night. How about you, Zach?
Night, man. Night. Also, more news coming out on John Bowerman that I did not know about.
Oh, what happened now?
Come look at this I just shared.
Hang on. Oh.
That's
just us.
I'm confused.
That's just an inception of us.
Okay, I'll just read it. John Bowerman. He would get his genitals out on a regular basis. Allegations came out against him as from Doctor Who. So he's a fucking predator as well.
Oh shit.
What a fucking piece of shit, man.
Oh,
I was looking up his filmography. I'm like, maybe he's never been in a bad movie. He was in Shark Attack 3 Megalodon.
I don't know what that is.
It's a shitty movie, Ren. No one's ever seen it.
I mean, I can guess from the title, but I had never heard of him. Of it.
Piece of shit. Piece of shit.
I mean, it'd be all fine and dandy if he was just a dick, but now he's an actual danger to society. All right, my cell phone fell, but speaking of good things, the new Dune trailer came out, and it had me in a trance. I was hypnotized by this trailer from beginning to end. We see the grandiose scope. We feel the score vibing, trembling through our bodies. We see all of the important players in this. We get an understanding of the story. We get an understanding of what is actually at stake. What is everyone actually fighting for? Why is it important for these people? And there's a big veil of mystique around how this universe works and the dreams that Paul Atreides is having. This looks fucking phenomenal in every regard. In every discipline of when it comes to making a film, this looks like it's nailed it to a T. Denis Villeneuve continues to prove he's one of the most exciting, if not one of the best filmmakers he is, in my opinion, working today. This film looks like nothing I've ever seen before. It feels like nothing I've ever seen before. It's just sensational in every regard. The fucking trailer, not even the movie, takes you on a fucking journey of spectacle and wonder and mystery and suspense and action and fantasy and everything in between. Zach, I don't have words. My words do not make this trailer, do not do this trailer justice. What did you think of it?
I almost cried. Oh, Ren, what happened? Where'd Ren go? Why did Ren leave?
I just went to catch my cell phone, so I didn't want to get out of camera in camera.
So, I love this trailer. I mean, this is probably one of the best trailers I've seen in years.
Oh yeah,
maybe even honestly, the last one that I can remember being like, "This is an amazing trailer" was Logan. I think this might be the best trailer since Logan.
Avengers Endgame.
I don't count those as trailers.
What?
Those weren't trailers. Those were teases. We never got a fucking trailer for that movie.
Yes, we did. We got 2 trailers for Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, but they weren't real, in my opinion.
Yes, they were.
No, they weren't.
Yes, they were.
But this movie, I need to go to Canada. I even looked at fucking Venice, man.
I need to go to Venice.
I looked. I'm like, $2,000 is what it would cost me to go.
Jesus.
Yeah, $2,000 overall. Yeah. Jesus. So I thought about
just to go or the whole trip. Go there, go see the film, and come back.
Plane ticket, fly out there. The most inexpensive place. Probably one meal. Watch the movie, come back.
Jesus.
Canada, it's like 1,300. I think I've put again because I told myself I don't get in his press. I'm making it an effort. I'm gonna try my best to fly.
It's too much.
It's a joke. Go and fly to Canada for one fucking day. Watch Dune. Get on a plane. Leave.
Mm-hmm.
That's.
Yeah, man. I wish I could even contemplate.
Well, and the thing
doing that.
And the thing that I'm worried about is because it comes out everywhere else, but here in October. Well, everywhere else in September. That's why I'm nervous because it's my most anticipated film of the year. Arguably, it's one of the biggest films of the year. Denis Villeneuve is my favorite director right now, and honestly, by the end of his career, probably will take that number 1 spot from Martin Scorsese. Sorry, Martin. I am literally obsessed with his filmmaking style. I know someone that has seen the movie. Not gonna say who.
Okay.
They said it was.
Tell me in the private chat.
You don't know him. You don't know him.
Oh, okay.
But they said it was a masterpiece. He said it was a fucking masterpiece. Went in skeptical and came out and said it was perfect. Got to see it in IMAX and said it was just jaw-dropping. That this is a movie that you need to see in theaters. I'm still pissed they're putting it on HBO Max. It's a fucking terrible choice. Terrible choice. I don't give one shit what they think. All I know is Denis Villeneuve better get his sequel. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're advancing on the show because they just signed up a showrunner for the show of the
it's because the original showrunner is writing the script for the second.
Yeah, but still, there's advancements on that show on the same universe, the same version of these characters and this world. So you better give Denis his second part. Don't do a third, don't do a fourth, whatever. Give him his second part. Let him finish the adaptation of the one book.
Let him finish the book. Yeah. So
exactly.
And everyone needs to know, and I don't know if this is true because I didn't ask my friend for details. I just asked, how good is it? I'm worried the backlash. I know there's going to be one discourse, and I already know it's going to be on Zendaya's character. How prevalent she is in the trailer. She's not going to be in the movie that long, and people need to understand that. Her character, unless they changed it, but from what I understand, Denis Villeneuve spoke about this because it's always been a part 1 and part 2. He spoke that part 2 is more about her, like she's like bigger. So I hope there is no. I mean, there's there's gonna be a discourse. I already fucking know, but I will fucking defend it. This is gonna be the best film of the year.
I hope so.
I just
let's just pray that the box office is good
Dave
for
Bautista is the villain, man.
Yeah.
Stellan Skarsgård is the Baron.
And they still need to cast his brother for part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is
all
exciting, guys. This is a major night for me. It is
major night.
amazing. I
Yeah.
can't wait. The only trailer that could probably beat my excitement. I mean, I'm still gonna be more hyped for Dune. Spider-Man: No Way Home, baby.
To me, I told you this in the chat, but right, it is truly my belief right now, at least at this point in time, if any movie is going to beat Malcolm and Marie as my favorite film of the year, right now I truly believe there's only a chance that Dune or Eternals does it. Right now, I don't believe in any other movie to do that for me.
I agree. Malcolm and Marie's not in my top 10 anymore, but definitely
Boo! You suck.
Yeah, but I think when it comes, I already know. Like, I think my top 3 is definitely gonna be Dune, Eternals, and then probably In the Heights.
Oh wow!
In the
All
Heights,
right.
so.
Wow. That one is not even in my top 10. All right, before we do move on to your live questions, I did miss a few weekly rankings, so let's just address them right away. Jacoby P, The Nutty Professor, it's been quite a while since I've seen that one. Space Jam hasn't aged well, I agree. 4, A New Legacy, on top of the original, I agree. The Nutty Professor 1996. Number 2, Looney Tunes Back in Action, underrated. And number 1, the Loki season finale. Let's go, Phase 4. I agree with that number 1 as well, GKOP. Thank you for sharing. And another weekly ranking, Jack Alexander, also a good friend of the show. 7, Space Jam. 2, number 6, the original Space Jam. Number 5, The Terminal. Number 4, The Game. I'm assuming it's the Dave Fincher movie. Number 3, Raging Bull. Number 2, Risky Business. It's been a while for that one too. Number 1, Pan's Labyrinth. I've been in Yosemite all week, so I haven't watched much since it's 2 weeks. So it's gonna be there for 2 weeks. Pan's Labyrinth, man, amazing film. I would agree. It's probably my number 1. I would probably have Raging Bull at number 2. But apart from that, and I would put the second Space Jam ahead of the first, but apart from that, really good ranking, and I agree with that. Thank you so much for sharing, Jack. All right. Let's go into your live questions. Real James is here. Morning, everyone, tuning in from the gym. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it, James. It's
Get naked,
sort
man.
of.
Get naked. If anyone donates right now, me and Ren will get naked. $20. $20.
I won't.
That's it.
I
$20.
won't.
That's it. $20.
It's sort of a leg day. That's the best day, right, Ren? No, I do not hate leg day, but the best day, it's arms day, which was Thursday and was today for me. I pumped out the biceps. They literally hurt when I fold them and when I stretch them out. They literally hurt right here. Arms day is the best day, but if you love leg day, if leg day is your favorite, that's perfectly valid, I think. What's your favorite day, Zach?
Arms, back, and bicep.
Arms, okay. Back and bicep. That's my boy. That's my boy. All right, Joe Fletcher. I only know who John Barrowman is because of Doctor Who, and I am not even a fan of Captain Jack. Captain Jack Harkness.
I think I'm like Paul Atreus, and you're Idaho, and you touch me, and you're like, hey,
I'm Duncan, Idaho. I did?
Idaho.
No.
No. Well, it's like when he goes, hey, gain some muscle. That's how I feel.
Yeah. All right. I want to be Duncan, Idaho. I want to be an immortal sex wizard. I just need the immortal part. I'm kidding. All right. Tony Movie Chappie. Ren and Zach, I'm happy to say that I enjoy the series of Masters of the Universe Revelation. Happy you did, my friend. The amount of hate that this show has gotten is unbelievable. Yeah, and it's saddening because I don't mind if people hate the show, but people were hating the show before it even came out, which is the real sad part.
Yeah, and if you spoiled the show as a critic who got an email that literally says, do not spoil
these certain things,
you should not be able to get any screener ever fucking again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
sure. I'm not going to say names. We know who it is.
Yeah, it's true. All right, and thank you so much for sharing, and I'm glad you like it.
I had someone, I was talking to someone at a screening, and they're like, oh, like, what do you review on? I said, oh, YouTube. And they're like, oh, it's like, you know, and I'm like, no, better. That's a piece of shit.
Yeah. GGOP, you know, Ren, you should have tagged A24 and the Safety Brothers on your Uncut Gems review. Yeah, see, I wouldn't do that. I didn't want to do that. I didn't like that movie, so they don't need to know about it.
I love that movie. It's a perfect movie.
And I know I'm in the minority. I don't know if you guys didn't know. Oh yeah, we saw the people trying to review bomb it on Rotten Tomatoes. We knew this. It was not subtle. It was not subtle on there. Oh, we got a super chat. Thank you so much, John. Oh, again with the full designs. Hang on, Zach. Why don't you go first? I'll put up your. Let me take the question out. Solo layout. There we go. A Bad Batch T-shirt. Are you still happy you bought that T-shirt?
My girlfriend bought it for me, so I don't really care.
Oh, okay. Exit solo layout. All right, I'm going to take my mic away, so Zach is going to narrate the shirt that I am wearing.
All right. Ren's taking his clothes off. He's getting naked. Let's see this shit. Let's look at. Ooh. Look at that. It's actually it's a picture of Ren holding up a spirit bomb and about to throw it towards the world.
Yes, it's true. This is a Genki Dama that Goku is holding up. I've always loved this t-shirt. It's one of the most subtle Dragon Ball t-shirts that I own. Thank you so much for the question, John, and thank you so much for supporting the channel while you asked the question. All right, where were we? Jico EP. Zach, do you like the Happening and Lady in the Water? Because you didn't mention those two in the M. Night Shyamalan movies you hate.
Well, they're not garbage to me. The Happening's not good. Still, it's just fine. It's boring. Lady in the Water, I don't hate. But I also have not seen it in like years. So I mean, that could be changed. I watched it like maybe twice. But I liked it the first time I watched it, but I didn't love it. I was like, oh, this is cool. It's not great, but it's cool.
Tony Movie Chappie likes them, and Jico EP also likes them, but for the wrong reasons. I will agree with Jico EP on The Happening. I love watching that film because it's just so fucking ridiculous. Lady in the Water is just a bore. Honestly, it's even more boring than After Earth. I'll say that.
I'll be honest. You're gonna like Old then, for all the bad reasons.
Alrighty then. Where are we? Zach and Ren, what if they made a live-action Shrek? They would have made a live-action Shrek. What is the question? I wouldn't be excited for it, if that's the question you want to ask. But yeah, how about you, Zach?
Same.
And hello to Tobin Bell, who is once again here. And he asks, what's your favorite movie with me in it? Probably Jigsaw. I hate that movie the most. Not necessarily the worst movie, maybe, but it is the one I find the worst. The one I hate the most, the one that brings out the anger in me, but obviously I haven't seen your entire filmography, Sir Tobin. I just like to think it's the actual Sir Tobin Bell that spends this Saturday watching this small podcast, and we're very humbled by it. How about you, Zach?
Tobin, since you ask this every damn time I'm on a live stream, I'm going to tell you I'm going to change my answer every time, and this time it's all your films. They're all fucking ass. Sorry.
2 weeks ago, he asked the favorite movie.
Oh,
and you said none.
One of the other live streams.
Oh, okay.
Every fucking time. Sorry.
Okay, sorry. Didn't know that. What about the rumor of Wilson Fisk being on in Hawkeye, asked Joe Fletcher? Joe, it's not a rumor. And it's not the last time we'll see him. Because someone who shouldn't have shared that information shared it last night. So I hope so I hope that person got a fucking email from a certain Marvel executive yelling at him.
I'm so happy that they're all coming back. Man.
Yes.
Yes. John, I need John B, my fucking Punisher boy. I need Johnny B back as the Punisher. If you get that, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good.
All right.
Vincent, Kristen Ritter, Charlie Cox, John B. That's it. I don't care.
All right.
If you brought back Mike, I'm okay. But definitely those ones.
All right. Joe Fletcher also says
that would be cool.
Bad Batch is kind of disappointing as a show overall. I agree. And I don't know how the show will climax in the last 3 episodes. They really got to turn it around and fast. And if they do it, if they make it good, you're going to feel it in the pacing, because this show has been slow, it has been dragging, it has been beating around the bush for absolutely no story reason. I honestly am very near taking the show away, dropping this show. I'm going to finish the season. I'll talk about the season. I reviewed the first episode. Wanted to talk about them every week. Just isn't worth it. Right from the second episode, I was like, "There's nothing to talk about here." So, if anything, most of my review of the season will be talking about those last 3 episodes if they're good. Otherwise, it's going to be a 5-minute review saying how this show did nothing of importance, nothing that was significant, and
Except
wasted
for that
a lot
Cad
of my
Bane's
time.
alive. I mean, that's literally it. It's literally like
Sure. Just give a show to Cad Bane. He would have done the exact same thing. It's a good. If that's all they do, to me, that's a bad thing. It's a good thing that he's alive. Obviously, I like the character.
What is because you have this character of Omega, and when you find out that, spoilers if you really care about Bad Batch, it's a couple weeks old now. She's pretty much the brother of the Boba Fett. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot. That's really sister. That's really important. That's really important for a storyline. And for me, I just sit there and I'm like, why aren't you doing more on that? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, there's intriguing elements to the show. And like I said, it's entertaining. But when I'm watching this week to week, I don't know why you guys didn't give out early screeners for this. It's not spoiling anything, so. Yeah. I don't know. They really...
Yeah, and like I was saying, if Cad Bane being alive is the best part of the show, it's a bad show. That doesn't matter for the show. Cad Bane being alive, he's not even the main character of the show. He's been gone for 3 episodes now. Why does that matter?
I was going to rank the TV shows for Star Wars. And I was like, yeah, bottom would probably be Bad Batch. I don't know how I would do the other 3, though. Because I love all the other 3.
I would go Mandalorian number 1. Rebels number 2. Clone Wars is very close to Rebels, but I would put it at number 3. I do prefer Rebels, and for sure Bad Batch at number 4.
See, like, Jesus. For me it's tough because I love Mando. I love Rebels so much. But Rebels has a lot of slow moments too. Clone Wars.
What about Clone Wars? Clone Wars is even more, but it also has more seasons.
And Clone Wars also has the last 4 episodes.
It's very on par, man. It's very on par because I think absolutely Rebels has, for instance, the best villain. Like, arguably, out of all the shows, even better than Mandalorian, Rebels has the best single villain in all of Star Wars.
But Mando's also only done 2 seasons. Those each got like
also true.
So Moff Gideon could be by the end the best villain. If they continue to flesh him out, or if they do someone else. So,
all right, Luis Feliciano. What female performance are you looking forward to the most? Nicole Kidman as Lucille Ball, Ana de Armas as Marilyn Monroe, Kristen Stewart as Princess Diana, or Jessica Chastain as Tammy Faye?
Do we have to pick from those, or can I pick something I want?
I mean, if you want to pick something Lewis forgot, that's perfectly fine. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm still not sold on the Tammy Faye movie, so that's the one I'm going to watch it because I love Jessica Chastain. I'm going to watch it because I want to review it. I want to talk about it. But that's the one I'm least curious or excited about right now. Nicole Kidman as Lucille Ball, I'm intrigued by, but I never knew Lucille Ball. I never followed her. I just know of Lucille Ball because she's super famous. She's an historical figure in Hollywood. Everyone knows of her, so I've heard of her. But I just never followed her career or seen anything from her. So I'm curious about that one, but that one just doesn't make the number 1 for me. It's tough, man. It's tough right now. But because I've heard certain things about the story they're adapting for the Marilyn Monroe movie, I'm also kind of not putting that one at number 1 for that reason, even though it's really close, because I love Ana de Armas. I love Marilyn Monroe. It's about time we get an actual hopefully great movie about her. This is the most intriguing performance for me, because I think Ana de Armas is perfect for Marilyn Monroe, but Kristen Stewart as Princess Diana, it's such an inspiring choice coming from such a great director. I'm super deadly curious and excited to see what's the name of the film, Zach, that she's playing Princess Diana in.
I have
'Cause
no
I'm
idea.
completely blanking on it.
I don't remember.
Spencer, because her name is Diane Spencer. Awful name for a Princess Diana movie, and I know her name is Spencer, but still, for general audiences, I don't
It's
think
like
that sells it
Jackie.
unless, yeah, maybe for the UK it sells it because people are going to know. But Princess Diana, like I started answering your question, I thought I was going to go Marilyn Monroe, but Kristen Stewart as Princess Diana has me super intrigued. How about you, Zach?
I'm more interested in Lady Gaga's, to be honest, for House of Gucci.
Oh,
That's
okay.
still like the
Okay.
one I'm really like looking at. But Ana de Armas, man, I will say this: like she's been in a lot of great movies, but she hasn't led one yet, in my opinion.
Yeah,
with like a
true.
leading performance. So that's why I'm really looking forward to that. Stewart, I know is gonna be great. Kidman as Lucille Ball. There's something around that film just feels a little bit rushed, so I'm not that hyped about that one.
Okay.
And Tammy Faye,
It's
I'm still
Sorkin.
not sold on either. Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Jico EP. I mean, Snake Eyes was made by the dude who made R.I.P.D. and the last two Divergent movies, so that's not surprising. Dude, that's exactly what I said when the director was announced. Because we knew Snake Eyes, I was like, cool, awesome ninja action movie, and then they hired this dude. How? Why? What did he show you that got you inspired to hire him for
When?
Snake Eyes?
You want me to tell
And
you
it's
why?
why?
You want me to tell you why he got hired? He walked
Tell me
into
why.
the studio and said, "I'll work for $10."
Zach, I would have worked for free. They shouldn't have hired me either, and I would have made a better job.
You wouldn't have fucking.
No, I would have told my cinematographer, "Stay put."
And it's so.
And the thing is, Zach,
Better.
it gets better. And outside of the action, there are some really good traveling shots in cranes and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like when Storm this shows up in the trailer. This is not a spoiler. When Storm Shadow is fighting Kenta in that roof, where the three of them, Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, and Akiko, go into the town to stop the weapons, and he's fighting on those rooftops in the rain. There's this really good wide camera angle that goes traveling from the ground up to that rooftop, and I'm like, where is this in the action sequences? I'm going to research who was the cinematographer of the film in a bit. Well, you can say The Rock plays the same character in every movie, but at least he has charisma. I've always disagreed with that notion because I think there are little nuances that The Rock brings out and that the scripts themselves bring out in characters. I think the funniest thing about The Rock, and I agree with this one, is that he does a lot of movies in the jungle. So that one I agree with. I think it's really funny. But look, Jungle Cruise, he's not playing Hobbs. He's not playing... I think the guy he plays in Jumanji is called Spencer. He's not playing the guy he played in Skyscraper. He's not playing the guy he played in Fast or he played in Snitch, which are his two best roles. If you want to see if The Rock can be a good dramatic actor, watch Snitch, watch Fast. Not Fast, Faster from 2010. It's a green poster. He's standing in a poster with a gun on his hand and the car in the background. It's not a Fast and Furious movie, by the way. But yeah, I've always disagreed with that notion, but I think it's always fun to play around that because he does have the same look in all of them. The Rock is now bald, he accepted it, and nobody looks like The Rock, so most of the times he looks clean-shaven, bald, and wearing like a beige outfit. So that's always a funny notion. Zach, anything to add?
Nope. Not at all.
All right.
I like
Trailer Gamer. So happy Leslie Grace is Batgirl, and again, so happy as well, my friend. I cannot wait to see her. And apparently, I saw this comment coming in while we were talking about Leslie Grace. Yeah. That's why I know what GKOP is referring to. Melissa Barrera apparently is in Scream 5. So hey, I got a reason to be excited for Scream 5. So yeah. Corey Hawkins was great as Dr. Dane Straight Outta Compton. He really was. I watched that film for the first time it was either last year or it was 2009. 2019. I don't even know anymore. But he was really great.
That was one of the best theater experiences I've ever had. That movie.
Oh, wow. All right. Braxton Stewart. I cannot say this enough, Braxton. You have an awesome name. Braxton Stewart. What's your opinions? What's your guys' opinions on Space Jam 2? I love the first one, even though it has its flaws. I was thinking about seeing the second one, but I keep seeing bad reviews, so I wanted to get your guys' opinions on it. If you love the first one, go watch this. Both me and Zach have reviews for the second one on our channel. I think the second one is better than the first one. I watched the first one right before going to rewatch the first one right before going to see the second one. It doesn't age well, and I'm not saying Space Jam 2 is a great movie, but if you like the first one, dude, you're going to have a blast with A New Legacy. I think it's a really fun time. It is a mess, but it is also everything a Space Jam movie should be. It's fun for almost its entire runtime. It's fun for like, what is it? It's 2 hours long. I will say it's fun for like an hour and 45 minutes, and then there's 15 minutes there that are like kind of boring. But Space Jam is like, the original is like fun for 20 minutes. So there you go. I think, dude, if you like the original, go watch this one for sure. Zach, how about you?
Dude, I agree. I think it's so much fun. I got no complaints when it comes down to... Well, I have some complaints. I mean, LeBron James is fucking terrible in the movie and stuff.
Perfect.
But everything with the Looney Tunes is great, dude. Like, I love the Looney Tunes in here. Wile E. Coyote, Roadrunner, meet. Like, I love that shit. And the fact that most of it's 2D animation just made my heart happy. So, honestly, all these bad reviews, man, they're just fucking heartless people.
Yeah. True. Jigo P, I got a question.
Or they don't remember the original movie. Or they do not remember the original movie at all and haven't watched it in years.
I got a question about Marvel directors once we get to the questions. We're in the questions now, Jigo P. Ask it. Throw it down there. Do it. All right.
Get naked. Everyone.
I'm excited for the Blade reboot. But the only thing that I'm worried... Okay, I'm excited for this Blade reboot, but my only thing that that it's not going to be R-rated. I'm not worried. I don't care. They're gonna make the vampire's blood black, and boom, you can cut vampires' heads off. No worries about that. Or they're gonna give them a monstrous look, and you can cut them off, and it's no worry.
A movie doesn't have to be art to be successful. It just needs to be a good movie.
Yeah. I will say this: even Deadpool could have worked as a PG-13 movie. If they had started out the franchise as PG-13, they did 1 rated R, they did 2 rated R. I don't think they can go back now. But if they had started as PG-13, I think it could have.
I agree with you. The only way that you can do Deadpool PG-13 is if he's in someone else's film.
Yeah,
if he shows
I agree.
That's the only way. You just bleep him. Literally, how that Korg thing went. You just bleep him.
Yeah,
that's it.
Exactly. All right. Apparently, the Mowgli movie he did it did. I'm in the minority. Most people liked it. It was at the London Film Festival last year. It was the opening film, so it got great reviews. I'm in the minority. I'm just saying I can only speak for myself. This might be like Alien Covenant and All the Money in the World. One was bad, Covenant, and another one was good, All the Money in the World. I actually reversed that order. I despise all the money in the world.
Boring.
So we'll see how House of Gucci and Last Duel ends up. Yeah, dude, I gotta reverse that order because I hated All the Money in the World. It looked like it had an Instagram filter on top of the entire film. It looked disgusting.
Christopher Plummer's great in it, but he should not have been nominated.
Oh no! Nobody should have been nominated.
Did you catch the scene where it's still what's his face? There's a scene of
At least I don't remember.
There's one scene, and I remember it because at the screening, everyone fucking was laughing when the scene. So it's when they're counting all the money to give.
Okay.
And it's a behind the head shot, and it's not Christopher Plummer. You can clearly tell it's Kevin Spacey. You can clearly tell it's Kevin Spacey. It's super fast. But dude, I remember I was sitting there watching. I'm like, "That's Kevin Spacey," and everyone started fucking laughing. Like,
all right. Jigo P agrees with you that Ridley Scott is hit or miss. Braxton Stewart, Ren, you should do like a collection showing off your Funkos or the action figures. I think it would be really cool. I want to, but there are parts of my room where the figures have fallen down or I don't have any place to put them, and I just need to put them all in place so I can actually show them off.
Why don't you just do that side of your room?
Because I want to show it all off. I want to show. Look at all my shit. Look at my shit. Have you seen my shit? Look at my shit. That's how I want to be. That's a reference to Spring Breakers. If you haven't seen that movie,
I've still never seen that.
You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. It's not for everyone, but I think you will enjoy it, Zach.
I like it.
That's the movie recommendation for this week, which we haven't done one in a while. Gotta watch Spring Breakers for next week. Oh, and by the way, guys, say goodbye. I'm going back to London on Thursday. Last time for the podcast, we'll have this room until Christmas.
Hang out with Bruna misses Ren.
Oh no, she doesn't. No, they don't miss me. She's not even watching the show. We have a name drop, and she hasn't even commented anything yet. But look, Braxton, right now I'm not going to do it. Maybe I'll do it for my London room because I have a very few things on there. But dude, keep pressuring me. If anyone else wants to see it, keep pressuring me. I will do my best to. By the time I come back over around Christmas time, hopefully I can do one. I'll finally get my shit together and organize what needs to be organized, and I'll do a room tour and show my shit. Look at all my shit.
How about you wear a robe and just do it?
I have the Avengers robe. If I do the room tour in London, I can just wear the Avengers robe. What is that?
It's a hoverboard from Back to the Future.
Oh, okay. Luis Feliciano, hey Ren, saw Black Widow, absolutely loved it, 8 out of 10. Red Guardian and Elena are my favorite characters going forward in the MCU. Who are your favorite characters going forward in the MCU? Out of the Black Widow movie alone, I would say just Elena. I want to see Red Guardian, I want to see Melina, but Elena is a standout. If you're not just asking about Black Widow, whoa, I mean, all of the Eternals, whoever survives the Eternals movies, Moon Knight, Doctor Strange, Sam Wilson, Captain America and the Winter Soldier, Loki, Kang the Conqueror, who else? What Spider-Man, Shang-Chi, yeah, dude, so many. I'm excited for everything in the MCU. It's the MCU. I'm going to die, and it's going to read on my gravestone, MCU fan for life and even after death. Yeah. How about you, Zach?
I mean, all the ones you said, but I gotta say it. Black Panther. I want to see what they're doing with it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, that's the original Black Panther is one of my favorite MCU films. So, Doctor Strange, I'm really excited for. Loki, man. But you did say one that I'm like, yeah. Jonathan Majors, man. King the Conqueror. Need it now. Need it last week. Need it forever.
All right. Jacob P. Dune looks amazing. Movie fan. Dune cinematography is just phenomenal. Yep. Luis Feliciano, your thoughts on Kevin Feige saying he wants Red Guardian versus Captain America, the Falcon, in the future? I'm sure it will be really fun. Like I just said, I want to see more of Red Guardian. Kevin Feige said it's a safe bet to assume he's coming back eventually. As far as the fight itself, I want to see it, but I think it will be a really quick fight. Because the Red Guardian is just not in the shape he used to be, unfortunately. But I think it would be fun. I would be there to see it with a big bucket of popcorn. How about you, Zach?
If the story fits.
All right. Luis Feliciano also says Dune looks absolutely amazing. Gico EP says that Denis Villeneuve is better than Nolan. I don't necessarily agree, but I also can't disagree. Nolan is my personal favorite, but they're very much on par with each other.
You can either watch the next Christopher Nolan movie before it comes out, like right when it's done, Nolan invites you personally over to his house, or every single like Dune, you can watch right now, tomorrow in IMAX, biggest theater ever.
I'm going Dune. I have no idea what the next Nolan movie is. Dune is done. It's made. It's right here. It's actually tangible that I can see it. I have no idea what the new John Cena. Why are all Villeneuve films so weird? I don't think they are. Like, there are some random camera shots and something eerie about his films which I don't like. My favorite of his is Blade Runner 2049. Yes, this is my opinion. So you don't have to apologize, dude. Like you say, it's your opinion. You don't have to apologize. Never apologize for your opinion. I don't care who disagrees. I don't care who comes after you. Never apologize for whatever your opinion is or anything. I disagree that his movies are weird, at least most of them. I think Enemy is fucking weird. That's as weird as a movie probably gets. But yeah, I disagree, but I fully respect your opinion. Never apologize for what you think. And I agree with you that his best movie is Blade Runner 2049 without a shadow of a doubt. Zach, how about you?
You're gonna not like me. It's out of the ones I've seen, it's my last favorite, but I love it still. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to rank them. It's like if I had children, it's like ranking my favorite children. Like, it's not, you don't rank children, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
My number one's Arrival, though. Nothing will ever beat Arrival.
All right. Maybe Dune will. Do you guys know that Marvel pre-visuals their action sequences before they get a director and script? I have never heard that, but for the sake of argument, I'm going to continue reading. Do you guys think that maybe Marvel should just let directors do their thing, especially with the criticism towards Black Widow and its third act? All right. So, number one, I've never heard of that, but even if they do that, they wouldn't be the only studio that does that when they have a big property. But also, nothing says that they don't necessarily let the directors change it up a little bit. You always have to pre-viz visual effects shots or the ideas that you got for visual effects shots before you start, before you even have a script. Because if you have a big action movie, and this happens with anyone, if you have a movie with a lot of action, you always go for the action for the pre-viz and for the... What's it called, Zach, when people do the drawings?
Storyboard.
Storyboard, thank you. When you have a big action movie, you do storyboards for the action even before starting the script, because then you can connect the action that you already have in your mind, you already have visualized to the script. Now, again, I don't know if Marvel does that. I'm taking a chance and believing you, because I'm sure you read that somewhere where it is reputable, GKP. But I just never heard it, and again, I would believe that Marvel allows the directors, if they want to change something up, to change little details here and there. But I think Marvel being Marvel, whenever they meet with the directors, they have that thing ready, and they ask if the directors can work with it. That's why they have lost a few directors along the way and had to change things up. So I personally would wait for the directors to come in and work with them on the previs, on the storyboards, and then go to the script. That's just, as far as the script is concerned, that's how it works. But director-wise, if that's true, I think I would personally wait for the directors a little bit. But again, maybe they do let them change it up a little bit and give their voice and their creativity to it. What do you think, Zach?
Yes.
All right.
That's all I'll say. Yes. I don't know much about it, but yes.
Where is it? Okay. What do you guys think about the whole Space Jam discourse? Whoa. And about which one is better? No matter what you think, both aren't good. It's true. But I think New Legacy will appeal to kids the same way 90s kids loved the original growing up, yet hated this movie. I think this one is just a more fun movie, especially for kids. Like, I watched the first Space Jam recently, and I was like, this is boring as shit. I'm appreciating the 2D elements mixed with the real elements as a fan of filmmaking, but I have no idea how I enjoyed that film so much as a kid, and I did enjoy it a lot as a kid. But that film has 20 good minutes when the actual game is going down. The new Space Jam, it's an insane mess. They go to cartoon worlds, they go to several Warner Brothers properties, they have all these Warner Brothers characters around watching the game, they turn from 2D characters to 3D characters, they have this insane basketball game that makes absolutely no sense and works with video game rules. The characters have basically superpowers, but guess what? That's ridiculous fun. All of these insane things that don't necessarily go together, they're all really fun. They're all energetic. They're all filled with entertainment value. The original Space Jam, for me, just doesn't have that. And I'm sorry, because of that, on an entertainment basis alone, this new one is superior to the original. What do you think, Zach?
The discourse is fucking stupid. It's a fucking movie. It's a child film.
Yeah, it's a children's film.
I mean, that's my thing. I'm so
them.
tired. There's a fucking discourse, man, every fucking week. You know?
Yeah. About something increasingly more stupid.
I leave, it's because my power went out. Because it's fucking storming outside. I don't know if you guys can hear the rain.
Really? I can't.
Fucking pouring rain. It's like sounds like a fucking.
Hey, but you know what? That's good because you guys have been having a lot of high temperatures, very dry weather. So
no,
that's
but you
good.
know what sucks though? It's still hot as fuck. It's humid now.
I mean, humid is good. Humid is good.
I hate
really?
Dry heat every day. Yeah, I take dry heat every day. When I went to Florida, man, in October a couple of years back, I was fucking dying of the humidity. Jack Sparrow at Disney World, his makeup was fucking smearing down his face because it was so fucking humid.
All right. Drill Gamer, I was so jealous that people actually saw the Suicide Squad. I'm still jealous, but hopefully I'll be seeing it soon myself. Zach, are you also jealous?
Yeah, I got my invite, but I still have to wait like a week and a half.
Fuck you.
You're just gonna see it before
a week and a half?
Oh, well, no,
a week and a half?
Maybe
I will, but maybe I won't.
I see it the week of.
Okay.
Like a couple days early. The embargo
weekly
comes
ranking.
up Wednesday. Just so everyone knows, the embargo goes up Wednesday, and the movie does release worldwide. So literally block and mute that shit. James Gunn even said it. He goes, "You do not want to be spoiled."
Mm-hmm. Weekly ranking for Mamchat. Assault on Precinct 13. Never seen it. I don't think I even heard of it, or at least I heard of I'm guessing is the remake. Number 3, Master of the Universe Revelation. Number 2, Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop. No idea what that is, but sounds like an anime because it has such a weird name. And number 1, Daylight. I'm assuming that's a Sylvester Stallone movie. So the only two things I've seen are Master of the Universe and Daylight. I would put Master of the Universe way ahead of Daylight, but I do really enjoy Daylight. Zach, how about you?
I just like watching. I didn't see any of these, but Master of the Universe.
You never saw Daylight?
No.
Oh, okay. The protagonist, Interstellar or Inception. For some reason, I prefer Interstellar, even though Inception might be the better made movie. I prefer Inception. That's my favorite Nolan movie. That's the one I think it's his best movie. And even though Interstellar is lower on his ranking, on his filmography ranking for me, it's my favorite director. I like all his movies. Interstellar is fucking great. It's not my least favorite movie of his. I like all of them. Inception to me is just his peak as a filmmaker in every regard. How about you, Zach?
Interstellar is my favorite, but Inception's like number 2.
All right. Luis Feliciano, do you think Puss in Boots will set up Shrek 5? I hadn't even thought of that. I don't know. The first one didn't worry about the Shrek.
No. So I don't think people get it. Shrek 5 is a remake. This is not. It's a remake. From everything that has been reported, it's a remake of the original, or at least a remake of the story. That's why I'm not excited, because apparently it's a remake. Yeah. So that's apparently what I read. That's why I still think the Puss in Boots thing is weird, because remake.
I generally love the first Puss in Boots movie.
Same. I have it right. My sister came in my room. She goes, "Why do you own this movie?" I'm like, "Because it's Puss in Boots."
Because it's awesome. It still has a sticker on the cover.
Well, yeah, because I bought it like a couple weeks ago, and those stickers are.
Oh, okay. Okay. I would wager no, just because the first one also didn't worry about any of the Shrek movies. Gigo EP, what are your stance? What are your stance towards people saying it's just a kids movie when defending Space Jam: A New Legacy or any other kids movie? It's an invalid argument. Lion King is a kids movie. Princess Mononoke is a kids movie. Spirited Away is a kids movie. Toy Story is a kids movie. Beauty and the Beast is a kid. They're all amazing. They all have amazing characters with immensely rich storytelling and great stories that help us grow up. So it's never an excuse that you're just a kids movie if you're bad. If you're bad, you're bad. There are tons of non-kids movies that are bad, and it's not because they're non-kids movies they are bad. So that argument has always been extremely invalid to me. If you don't like a movie, you don't like a movie. If you love a movie, you love a movie. I don't care if it's a kids movie, a porn movie, a non-kids movie, whatever. Being a kids movie, it's not the excuse for a bad movie. Otherwise, every kids movie would suck. How about you, Zach?
I think it goes hit or miss because some movies literally are purely made for fucking children. That's just the truth.
Like the Grown Ups
Untamed, yeah, and Spirit Untamed, that was made for children. I mean, that was not made for an adult. So, I don't really care. I again, it just goes back to the whole discourse. I'm so tired of it every fucking week. It's so annoying. It's a movie. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But you don't have to make it your whole entire epitome to hate the damn film.
Yeah, true. Thoughts on Michael B. Jordan confirming Superman movie for HBO Max? Curious. I'm curious about it because he was
a miniseries.
Oh, it's not a movie. It's a miniseries. Okay. I'm curious about it. We don't know much about it. We just know that he's going to supposedly star in it. He's going to be Val Zod. So I'll be there to watch it because I love Michael B. Jordan. But right now, not much to say about it. Again, there's not much information. So yeah. Gigo P, what are your stances on superhero fatigue? I've seen some people starting to feel it with Phase 4 of the MCU. I would say just as long as they do something new and not just stick to the formula, I'm good. To me, just as long as they keep doing good stories. I don't care if there's a formula, because I don't think there is a formula, but as long as the stories, the movies, the shows, the characters are good, I'll be there, and the fatigue won't come in, because I believe in the belief of fatigue. I just don't think the fatigue is here. We keep seeing the fatigue isn't here with the numbers and the excitement that people get and how much we're always talking about of the MCU. You know why? Because stuff is good and they're doing weekly releases, Netflix. Learn a few things. Zach, anything to add?
There's no superhero fatigue. Sorry.
Yeah.
They keep making good movies. Maybe for
at least right now there is
characters, yeah. And I can get some people being done with the MCU, but besides Falcon, everything else has been different and unique. So.
Mm-hmm. Joe Fletcher, the pilot, Cat Bane, and Rex episodes are the best ones. The others are either average or very bad. I didn't care how Jabba got his Rancor. Yeah, I didn't care about that either. When I saw that episode, I was like, that was the first episode. That was like the 4th or 5th episode. That was the first Bad Batch episode where I actually said to myself in my own head, I'm really happy I'm not reviewing this week to week. That was the first episode I would call bad.
If they do a season 2, I'm not reviewing it week to week.
Oh, yeah. Good thinking. When do you think that this outrage culture will end? Because it's gotten so much worse over the year and could be because we're in the pandemic. That's definitely one of the reasons. I wish I could believe that was like the main reason, the main excuse. I don't know. I don't know when it's going to end. I like not to think about it too much. Otherwise, I will curl up into a fetal position and just cry myself to sleep because it's sad. It's fucking pathetic, I think. That we get so riled up. I think I've talked about this before. It's the difference between hating and hating on. If I hate a movie, I'll do a review. I'll tell you guys I hated it, and I'll move on. I'll go watch something else. I'll go watch something I like to recuperate, and then I'll go watch the next new thing that might be bad, and I might hate. Hating on is wasting all your energy and every waking hour in telling everyone you can that you hated this certain thing. Like, nobody cares. Yeah, you don't deserve it. You deserve to waste your energy on other things.
Right now, all the fucking man babies crying over a goddamn cartoon.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I just don't want to address them.
I'll address some misogynistic motherfuckers.
But define yourselves for the stuff you love, never for the stuff you hate. Like, love the things and celebrate those things. If you don't like something, shut up about it, and nobody will pay attention to it, and it'll disappear from the conversation.
You want to be known positive.
Yeah, you want to be known for the guy who loves He-Man. You want to be known for the guy who loves Star Wars. You want to be known for the guy who loves Marvel, who loves
sadly,
DC.
Ren, within our world, it's if you hate something, you can go viral, and that's it.
Yeah. Whenever I've ranted on certain reviews, those are usually the reviews that have gotten the most views, unfortunately, through the years.
Well, my first big review ever was Fantastic Four, the remake.
Fantastic.
I put the poop emoji on every person's
The Pope emoji.
And I said, dog shit across the thumbnail.
All right. Jigo EP, what? You didn't like My Week with Marilyn with Michelle Williams? Not really. I don't think it's that good a movie. I like the performances. And yeah, that's that's it. Kristen Stewart might be a better Princess Diana than Naomi Watts. Did you watch that movie that Naomi Watts played Princess Diana in, Zach?
No.
It's so bad. It's like saying a bad soap opera, it's kind of redundant because it's a soap opera. But yeah, it's like a bad soap opera. Yeah. All right. I love how people complain about the second one being commercial, but have you seen the first Space Jam? So it might not be as obnoxious or obvious about it, but still, the first Space Jam is literally based on a commercial. The pitch for that movie was literally, what if we made an hour and a half commercial for Nike? That's what the original Space Jam was, people. So if you think the second one is commercial, yes, it is. That's what it's meant to be.
Yeah, the first one, there's even a scene where they're like, do you want me to get your Big Mac, this, and that? Yeah. So it's like, stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
The guy, come on, Michael, get your Nikes. Let's go to training.
Yeah.
All right. Hello, Movies and Train Studio says, hello, my weekly ranking. Number 1, 21 Jump Street. Number 2, Baby Driver. Number 3, Mud. Number 4, Lilo and Stitch. And Lilo and Stitch.
Good pick.
Only good movies. You only watch good things, dude.
No,
that's an awesome week right there.
Stitch. Terrible films, man.
No, they're not.
Terrible, all of them.
He's stripping.
No.
Braxton Stewart. What's your opinion on the movie Just Mercy? Got the DVD for free from a friend. The cast looks good and just wanted to see our opinions. I watched that movie at the London Film Festival in 2019. I have a review for it. Awesome movie. Was so hyped for it. Didn't disappoint. And now that same director is directing Shang-Chi for Marvel. Awesome to see how far he's come. Awesome that that film probably got him the job. I love Just Mercy. It's really good. And I know I hyped it up for Zach for quite a few months before he saw it. Zach, what did you think of Just Mercy?
I really liked it. I love it. I think it's a really good movie. And I can't wait to see what he does, because I still think his best film is, which one is it? It's what's his first one? It's the one with
Short Term 12?
Yeah, that's still my favorite one.
Okay.
But didn't he do Spectacular Now as well? Or no, is that a different
no, I think I wasn't that Kong Skull Island director Jonathan Vogt Roberts?
No. He did a different movie, like We Are the Kings or something. I'll look it up right now.
Oh, that's right. But I don't think it was Cretton who did.
No, never mind. It was James Paz. Okay. Ew.
Ponsoldt?
Yeah, his last one was The Circle with Tom Hanks.
Ooh. Big oof.
He's only done one good film.
Yeah, true. And I never even saw it. Joe Fletcher, why do you think... No, never happened to see it. Why do you think Black Widow is filling at the box office? It's not. It's just had a drop, but it's doing good. It's just got... Because it's got a secondary way...
We're still in a fucking pandemic.
Because it's got a secondary way of income, it's just not doing as much as it could on its second week at the box office, but it's doing a lot on Disney Plus, and it did 80 million on its opening weekend. That's the biggest opening since the pandemic, since 2019. Yeah. It beat Quiet Place Part 2. It beat Godzilla vs. Kong. It beat Fast 9. It's doing good, guys. It's not doing it as good as any other Marvel movie should in normal times.
What do you think Shang-Chi does? They're not doing premiere access for it, so what do you think? I think low end 60 because it's a new hero.
Yeah, I was gonna say 70 because it's a new hero, but then it keeps going on the following weeks. It doesn't go.
If reviews are really positive for that movie, I'm gonna say I think Shang-Chi. Damn it! I almost just broke something. Fuck. I think Shang-Chi could potentially even hit 100 if it's really good, because people want these movies. So Black Widow would have hit 100 if they didn't have Disney Premiere Access. That's just the truth.
I agree.
So, and then Jungle Cruise, I hope it does good. I
hope so too. What if you guys ended up on the John Campea show? If you watch the show, anybody you guys on? I'd be on, man. I'd be on. It'd be an honor. It'd be humbling. So everyone, go to John Campea's show and harass him to have the Geeks of the Roundtable on there. I'm good to go at any time. Anytime he wants it, if he wants it. Dominican Scott, I give Black Widow 9 out of 10. I don't care what haters say about Taskmaster. That's how you should do it. Don't care what anyone else says. If you love the movie that much, that's awesome, and we celebrate that always. I'm glad you enjoyed it so much, my friend. Movies and Trading Studios. Do you guys think that Kang has a part in Eternals? I think it's possible. I don't think it's likely. I would give it...
Oh, you go for you go.
I would give it a 10% chance right now.
I'll tell you right now, Thanos is more likely to show up in this.
Yeah, that I agree to. And even then, it's just a cameo, I think.
Yeah.
If anything.
Because isn't Angelina Jolie his cousin or something?
Yes.
Isn't her character? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Joe Fletcher, thoughts on the rumor that Loki will appear in Doctor Strange 2? It's not a rumor anymore.
Yeah, if the Hollywood Reporter says it, guys, it's usually 100% true. Remember, Doctor Strange 2 is done. It's done.
Yeah.
They just filmed very secretly. Like, nothing, like, the only things that have come out is who the villain is and some of the actors. We don't know really anything about that film. Because I'm sure Kevin Feige's like, God damn it, Sony, you can't hold fucking anything in? All right, fuck it. I'll do
Kevin Feige was like, you go to London to shoot that movie because nobody will know shit. And guess what? Nobody knows shit. Braxton Stewart, do you guys know why everybody hates Carly Morgenthau? I think she was a fine character, but she gets so much hate. I don't understand. I don't think she was a good character at all. I don't think she was well-defined, well-written. I don't think she was likable at all. I think the actress is very talented. I think the actress did a really good job. And there were sprinkles of what the character could and should have been, but I don't think she's a good character at all, unfortunately. Now, again, we go back to the conversation why she gets hate. I don't spread hate on her. I did a review for the episodes. In my reviews, I talked about why I didn't like her. Apart from that, I don't talk about that show anymore. It's done. I had my say. So yeah, those are my thoughts. How about you, Zach?
One of the worst villains in MCU. Flat out.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but now we actually have a high bar for that. So yeah. I know some people didn't like Jonathan Majors in the finale of Loki. Who are those insane people? But dude, I thought he was amazing. He was awesome.
Dude, Ren, a lot of my friends who are general going audiences fucking did not like him. They thought he was too kooky. Which then I was like, but remember, different variants. So I can't wait till he comes in and beats the fuck out of someone that we all know and love, and then everyone's like, oh god, he's a badass. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I'm surprised by that still.
Yeah.
Zeke Gonzalez Ansaldi, good friend of the show. Question for Ren, not for you, Zach. Fuck you. Says Zeke.
Fuck you.
Zeke saying fuck you. Thoughts on the Flash season 7 and how would you rank the season? Flash season 7 was unfortunately a bit of a mess, not the biggest mess, but a bit of a mess. COVID struck down everything. I think they should have focused entirely on the Godspeed arc. Just make a big season because the season was shorter than usual anyway. Make a big season about his kids, about the Godspeed War, build up to that throughout the entire season. Because the Forces storyline was atrocious, I think. It felt like it dragged on for no reason, and then the Godspeed story was very rushed. I like the finale, but I didn't like how they ended it. They close out everything, but they have no setup for season 8. And I think it's always good for a show to finish a season, set up what's coming next, and that's it. They did nothing of the sort here. How would I rank the seasons? Season 2, Season 1, Season 3. I'm going from best to worst, by the way. Season 2, Season 1, Season 3. Season 5. Season 7, Season 6, and at the bottom, Season 4. So, yeah. Braxton Stewart, who's your guys' favorite actors and actresses? Of all time, actor is Daniel Day-Lewis. Of all time, actress might be Katharine Hepburn. Working today, actor is Ryan Gosling. Working today, actress is Margot Robbie, my angel. How about you, Zach?
Margot Robbie, DiCaprio, Tom Hardy. There's a couple. I can't really think off the top of my head. There's a lot.
All right. Luis Feliciano. Do you think Cry Macho with Clint Eastwood is getting moved? It's coming in September. We are in July, about to be August, and there is no trailer. Because it's a small movie. Remember, the first John Wick had a trailer a month before it came. These smaller movies, and everyone who's tapped into the movie sphere like we are, will know when the trailer comes out, and we'll let the general audience know when the trailer is out and about this movie. So for a movie like Cry Macho, I wouldn't worry too much, but maybe it is being moved. Maybe they want to push it for award season, maybe October, November, maybe even December. Or maybe the September date is some kind of festival date. I don't know. But I wouldn't be too worried about if it is coming out in September and we still have no trailer. Zach, what do you think?
Guys, most HBO movies right now aren't coming. The trailers don't come out till a month out in advance. So.
Oh, it's HBO.
Yeah, well, it's Warner Brothers,
okay.
so it's HBO Max and
theaters,
so.
All right. Where is it? Braxton Stewart, what do you guys think they will do for Black Panther 2?
Can't say anything.
Yeah, we can't say, unfortunately. Just all we can say is what we know they're going to do. They're not going to recast. They're not going to recast T'Challa. They're not going to use a DG double. They're going to do something that we don't expect. But apart from that, we can't say anymore, unfortunately. For now, we can't say anymore.
I will say this. I really think they gotta come out and just say what the story is.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I don't think this should be a secret until the trailer comes out or anything of that nature, because the rumors swirl around. And honestly, with a big production like that, I get it. Marvel's pretty secretive. It's gonna come out what they're doing. That it's just point blank. That's the world we live in now. Someone will talk, and I really believe that. I get it. I don't need to know the whole plot details. I think for the public, shit needs to come out about what, because I don't know. Did you see the dumb Ren? You froze? Am I frozen? Ren? Oh, okay, you're back. I don't know if you saw TMZ.
Okay, I can hear you again. I think.
Okay,
talk.
TMZ posted a rumor saying that this new casting, she was gonna take over Shuri's role. Like she was gonna be Shuri, and that Letitia Wright wasn't coming back because she doesn't believe in vaccinations.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like,
okay,
this is the dumbest thing I've ever read in my life.
That's not
so
true.
Like again,
that's not true.
It isn't. But you know what I mean? Like it's rumors like that that people freak out about. So now I'm like, you guys just got to say who these people are fucking playing. And to a certain extent, you know what I mean? To a certain extent. That's my belief. Especially the only thing with Black Panther 2 is because of the stuff with Chadwick. I just think they need to address exactly what they're doing. That way, the discourse can already be out there. Whatever they decide to do with whoever's taking the mantle of Black Panther, they can just sit there and do the discourse. You don't have, you can say the villain is what the basic story is. I don't need to know any plot details. I don't know how. I don't need to know how you're addressing it in the movie. I don't need to know any of that. You need to just address who is taking the mantle, I think, right now. Unless it's a big plot detail. You know what I mean? Where it's like this character, whether it's M'Baku or Shuri or Nala, whoever, don't fucking matter. It could be Angela fucking Bassett for all I give a shit, and I could see her pulling off that in incredible form. But yeah.
All right. Favorite Danny Boyle movie? This is kind of an unpopular opinion, but mine is Yesterday. I like Yesterday quite a bit. It's not my favorite. The best one from Danny Boyle is, for me, without a shadow of a doubt, Trainspotting. It's his masterpiece. It's his best film all around. But I really do like Yesterday. Yesterday is really good, actually. How about you, Zach? What do you think?
Yesterday was fun. Oh, you know what? 28 Days Later. I love that movie.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. Luis Feliciano, what do you think is going on with RDJ and Marvel? He got cut from Black Widow. No, he didn't. He was never going to be in Black Widow. He's not in What If. He's not the only one who's not in What If. And he unfollowed everyone on IG. Sad to hear his dad died. Yeah, that's always sad when you hear this about his dad died.
He has a new manager, and his Instagram is more of a business account now. He literally follows fucking no one now.
Yeah,
like no one.
But Margot Robbie herself doesn't follow anyone. She doesn't follow the Suicide Squad. She doesn't follow James Gunn. She doesn't follow any of her castmates. She follows no one.
Business. This is all it is. It's just his management. Guys, he has a fucking Avengers tattoo. He has an Avengers tattoo on him. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
he doesn't work on Marvel movies anymore. So he doesn't feel like he needs to know about what is going on anymore, which is perfectly fine.
I'm sure I can tell you right now, Chris Evans doesn't give a fuck if he's following him, because here's the thing. He could call him up right now and they'll be friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I could unfollow Ren tomorrow and we'd be still friends. Like,
yeah, exactly.
So
I would unfollow Zach as well if he doesn't follow me. I'm not following him. Do you think Suicide Squad will kill off Harley Quinn since Margot Robbie said she's taking a break? Hines, I don't know what Hines is. I'm so done with DC if that happens. Hell no! They're not doing that. DC and Warner Brothers are pretty fucking stupid. But they're not that stupid. I'm betting right now my left nut. They are not killing off Harley Quinn. Believe you me.
What will you do? What will you do?
You come here and try to take my nut away. I'm not cutting it off. You have to.
The more I think about this movie, I know we're expecting a big death toll, and I did a whole video on it, but I actually think the main team that's on the posters, I think one of them or two of them perish. The rest live. I think the two out of all the big characters, Peacemaker and Polka Dot Man, dead. I think those are the two that die.
Yeah, for sure.
I think the rest live.
Gico P, I know after his recent update to focus more on reviewing lesser known movies, but wouldn't it be cool to hear Stuckman's reviews for Loki and other projects? Oh yeah, 100%. And you know, he might still do that, maybe not on video, maybe he'll throw a tweet out about it. But it does feel bittersweet, because he just put a video out, and it's exactly a Chris Stuckman video. Like, apart from him not giving a grade, nothing has really changed. It's a great video where he talks about two movies. So he's doing something different, but it's still the same. You know, I really like that about the video. But yeah, because that announcement came as Loki was already happening, I would at least like to know what he thought of this first season. Don't review the next season. Don't talk about it anymore, but I would at least like to see what he thought of this one. And, you know, he might still do it. He might still throw another video out this week.
He said he's talking about what he enjoys now.
Yeah.
That's it. He's not going to talk about Snake Eyes. I wouldn't even be surprised if we see an old review from him, because he's a big M. Night fan. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, yeah. He's going to talk about old. Maybe not a review, because, like, even his last video, he just says the title of the video is literally the title of the movies.
But yeah, like,
even for Loki, I hope he throws a video out there. Maybe Loki and old, like a video talking about this.
But he might not have liked Loki. So if he didn't like Loki,
exactly, so, true.
You know, and that's the thing. Honestly, I don't care. I like this direction more on what he's doing, because I want to learn more about the filmmaking industry. To be honest with you, like I would love to do that. You know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
Ren, I'm sure for your career, like with what that's great for you. You know, just like how
Oh, yeah.
film criticism, he's gonna make these videos, and now you're gonna have better knowledge of that stuff. You know what I mean? Like the actual real business stuff. So I think that's awesome.
All right. Movie database. Great stream, guys. Thank you so much. Always interested in what you two have to say. Thank you so much. That's very humbling and kind. Thank you, Movie Database. Are you excited for Wes Anderson's upcoming film? 100%. The French Dispatch. I was going to say The Great Dispatch. The French Dispatch looks amazing. Incredible cast. Wes Anderson is one of the best filmmakers out there. I'm super excited for it. It's going to be a while, unfortunately, but I'll wait, and I'll be there day 0 when that film comes out. How about you, Zach?
Yeah, same. David Goyer, by the way, just called out DC.
All right.
How many more you want to take? 2, 3?
3 more after this.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on theaters being bad at Disney for Black Widow already on streaming? They made a deal, dude. So you guys, theater owners, have to go with it. They talked obviously with American theaters. So international theaters, you just have to swallow your pride. They're doing what's the best for them. They're doing how they see
and I get
fit
why they're mad,
for their business.
But they also have to remember, you can't just, what are you going to say? We're not showing your next movie in theaters. You know what I mean?
Let's take 3 more.
I like Mega Movie Z's question, the box office prediction for Dune.
Okay, let me get there. Let's do this one and then Mega Movie Z. Do you guys think Elena might end up as part of the new Avengers after Hawkeye, or will she still be a part of the Thunderbolts? I would love to see a Steinfeld-Pugh relationship, not ship, in the future. I think the Hawkeye situation is too easy of a fix for her not to turn good after that. So I don't see why she would be in the... Because we think it's Thunderbolts. It might be something else entirely. But I think she turns good after Hawkeye. What do you think, Zach?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see her even being a bit... I think she's in like 1 or 2 episodes for Hawkeye. I think Hawkeye's only 6 episodes, 6 or 8.
I think so,
and then
too.
now with the rumor of Kingpin... You know what I mean? Like, it just keeps coming around there. So, yeah, I mean, I'm going to say this, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if we do get another Black Widow movie, and it's Steinfeld and Pugh. So they could do Black Widow and Hawkeye. I don't know. I could see them working on it, just depending. But, because this is Jeremy Renner's last outing. Not saying he's dying, but it's his last outing as Hawkeye.
All right. What are your box office predictions for Dune now after the new trailer and considering the HBO Max deal? Zach, why don't you start us off on this one?
Depending on how the variants are, and how COVID things and restrictions and stuff like that, I'm gonna say right now, Dune. I'm gonna say 50 million opening weekend. 50 million. What about you?
50.
I want to say higher. And I'm being optimistic with the 50, to be honest with you.
I'm gonna go 60. I'm gonna go 65.
I hope you're right.
65.
What's the lowest? What's your worried about the lowest? I think 20. I think 20 is mine.
I'm thinking the lowest is 30. I think it's got interest enough to make to at the very worst do 30 on the opening weekend.
What's your optimistic? Like if you were to be super high up on something?
120.
Oh, no. I mean, that's something I think in a normal year, maybe, but I think 80. I think 80
120
is get the highest.
I'm going 120.
I hope you're right. I think worldwide it's going to do better.
All right. I hope so, too. Mega Movies, he also asked, did you all watch Master of the Universe series? You guys did a lot of divisive reviews. I want to know your thoughts. We have reviews for it on our channels. Yep. Go check it out. Should be probably one of the most recent videos.
And please like the video.
Jorge asks, hey guys, I'm in Madrid right now. What's your favorite European film? British films are European films, so I could go with any of the James Bond movies off the top of my head. I'll Amelie is fantastic. Pan's Labyrinth. It's set in Spain, so it counts. European films. Yes, European films. Another Round is fantastic. Lizzie to Chable is fantastic. Riders of Justice is great. Yeah, it counts. Yes.
Okay.
Florian
mine?
Zeller.
Okay, I already saw mine. The Favorite.
The Favorite. Is The Favorite your favorite?
Yeah.
Lady Macbeth is amazing.
Riders of Justice.
Riders of Justice, yes. Talked about that one.
The Lobster, yes.
No.
What animal
I
would
hate
you
that
want to
movie.
be? I love that movie. What animal would you be turned into?
A wolf.
Good pick.
I'm very much like a wolf. And all right, let's finish it up on that. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us this week. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for the donation from John Lover One. Always asking about the cool shirts of the show, guys. We had a packed week this past week. 2 Shaman King reviews for the price of one. Masters of the Universe review is up, so go check that out. Go support that one. What else do we have, Zach? We had Joe Bell. We had Jolt. We had 9 Days. So many good things.
Man.
This upcoming week is also packed for me. I have failed you guys yet again, but this week, when I go back to London, I am finally giving you the Batman 2 fan casting. It's a very complicated one. You guys really screwed with me by choosing that one. But I'm finally giving you that one. I expect that one on Thursday or Friday, probably Thursday. We don't have Loki anymore, but we still got Jungle Cruise. The review will be able to go up on Tuesday at 5 p.m. BST, so go check that out, what that is in your calendar. Zach, what time is it now over there?
It's 9:09 a.m.
Okay, so it's your PT, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the review for Jungle Cruise should be up at 9 a.m. PT on Tuesday. What else? Well, I got something else. Old review. Maybe the Suicide Squad review, so pray for me on that one. Cross your fingers for that one. Zach, what do you got coming up?
I have a lot. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm about to beat the fuck out of another fucking He-Man fan. Fucking dumbass motherfuckers. Anyways, fucking stupid fucks. Jungle Cruise, Stillwater. I'm finally seeing this week, the Matt Damon movie directed by Tom McCarthy, so I'm really excited to see that. Green Knight on Wednesday.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking so excited for that one. I know, Ren. I know.
It hurts.
I know. You know what I just thought about though, because you have to quarantine. I just thought about it. I'm like, fuck. If I go to Canada, I can't go to my screenings for 2 weeks.
You have to go a week prior. I mean, I don't know how long the quarantine is in Canada.
This is getting more tricky. This is getting way more tricky.
Yeah, it is.
Just premiere film in the United States. Jesus Christ. I don't care if I got...
Let me in! Let me in!
I don't care where you want to take it. Just put it somewhere in the fucking United States, man. God damn it, Denis Villeneuve. Half your cast is American. Come on, man.
Yeah.
But Bad Batch, I'll probably review again, I guess.
Yeah. Still got to take care of that. I apparently have Friday offs now for a while because of the Olympics. Shaman King is not airing. I'm assuming My Hero. I'm assuming it's not either. So yeah, the next few weeks are anime free, which really sucks.
So that means you can do Bad Batch now, right? You're gonna review those again?
No, I'm just gonna whenever the finale comes on, I'll talk about it, and that's it. Once is enough, or twice, because I didn't review the premiere. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Remember, you can talk to us on Twitter, on Letterboxd, on Facebook, on Instagram. All our links are in the description. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And until the next one, thank you so much once again for watching. And so, love each other
and love
the